this amazing player, Caitlin Clark. You know, I never used to watch basketball before, full disclosure. And now I'm like, wait, what did she do? What's going on? I'm really into it. You know what? And that says a lot. That says a lot because, you know, I'm not really that into sports. Surprise, surprise, to begin with. And all of a sudden I'm like following this and I'm really interested in it. Caitlin Clark is like the bomb. I think she should be Rookie of the Year. There's some talk about maybe she won't be. We'll get to that in a second. But let me start off by first just saying, I don't think that the women's WNBA really had the paparazzi following them and noticing what they were wearing before. Not before this moment in time, not until Caitlin Clark showed up on the scene, and now all eyes are on basketball. Everybody's watching it. The crowds are bigger, and they even have the paparazzi checking out their outfits. And so here they are. Let's watch them as they were coming in for this big game in Chicago last night. There is Miss Caitlin Clark. And I don't know all the other players, but there's some interesting outfit choices here. Some of them are okay being on camera, some of them not so much. Like she seems fine with it. This one, not so much. And there's one that's really okay with it. Now she's got to get a good deal, right? Like, well, she should have a good sponsorship deal. This one's not so interested in it. Wow. Okay. So back to Caitlin Clark. Can we freeze frame, Drew? Maybe we can do that. Let's see. Because this outfit, it kind of just strikes me as all wrong. I'm sorry. It probably cost a fortune. It's made by Prada. You see the little Prada purse and she's got Prada shoes. And I'm like, are we channeling the 80s there with the belt around the dress? I don't know. I mean, it's just not working for me. So Prada's apparently one of her sponsors. There's a big sponsorship deal going on. So that's probably why she's all dressed like that with the little purse. And I'm like, can't they have given you a backpack? I don't know. Am I being catty? I probably am. But you know what? Angela Reese, who's also up for Rookie of the Year after her amazing performance on the court last night, she was also photographed. And let me just say, she doesn't have a lot on, but the little that she has on, she's kind of working a little bit more, shall we say. Hey, Prada, can you get the stylist in to help Caitlin a little bit? You know, just maybe a little. So this is Angela Reese, and she reminds me so much of AOC in this picture for some reason. Anybody else getting that vibe? That's not a good vibe, by the way. That's not a good vibe. It's just sort of the let me flaunt it thing that she's got going on. So Caitlin Clark got a big deal with Prada. And in one case, I think her outfit was like half of her salary. I mean, like the outfit she was wearing one day was something like $17,000. And they don't make that much at the WNBA, although she's got great sponsorships. In fact, this is why everybody hates her, right? Because she did some $28 million deal, biggest deal ever with any rookie from none other than Nike. Anyway, look at this article. This came out in the spring, and it was talking about how Prada was recruiting Caitlin Clark. In fact, on draft night, they went right after her. They're like, we want you, girl. And then I think Women's Wear Daily did something on this too. And they talked about how she continues wearing these crop jackets and oversized pants and blah, 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 blah. All I'm going to say is, you know what, girl? You should have gone with Versace or Dolce & Gabbana. I mean, if you want an Italian designer. Because Prada, it's just not working. I'm sorry. I love her. I love her. Love her. But Prada needs to maybe just tailor some stuff for her. Okay, yeah, I am officially being catty. I get it. Rookie of the Year. I think she's got to get it. I mean, look at the amazing success she has had thus far. And yet all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Angela Reese has one good night. And now everybody's saying that Angela Reese should be Rookie of the Year. I mean, Caitlin Clark has had more points than anyone like ever. Like she's beaten the women and the men. She's got those 3-pointers, right? That make the game really, really exciting to see. And yet people don't want to give her Rookie of the Year. Kind of like they didn't want to give her the Olympics. And then they're fouling her all over the place. And it wasn't until the media made a big deal of this first one. Remember Kennedy Carter, who went after Caitlin Clark there, and we've got the video. Whoa! And she went down for the count, guys. That was not pretty. Not pretty. Not good. And yet, it happened again. And this is Angela Reese, and she just, straight into the head. So this was what they call a flagrant foul. Boom! Hit her in the head. And a lot of people feel like she's kind of been singled out, unnecessarily so. And it gets down to race and all these other things that make basketball really uncomfortable and, not very sportsmanlike when it gets reduced. But you get the likes of Whoopi Goldberg weighing in and saying what she's saying, and her little cohort there also on the show saying what she's saying, and it becomes a very loaded situation very, very quickly. And that's not good. But this girl, let me tell you, she deserves it. She deserves Rookie of the Year. And yet this Angela Reese, who's now being talked about, she's the woman who says, excuse me, some people get special whistles. Do you see? I mean, like, she actually uses the word whistle here when she says that. You know where she's going. I know where she's going. She knows where she's going. And it's all deliberate. Watch.
For inside, I think we were playing really hard. I think we went up really strong a lot of times and we didn't get a lot of calls. And going back and looking at the film, I've seen a lot of calls that weren't made. I guess some people got a special whistle, but just being able to.
Oh, okay. So no, I really hope that she doesn't get Rookie of the Year. And I do think that Caitlin Clark fans are going to be pretty darn mad. Really, really mad if that happens. But that's what they're discussing. Because you see the industry is terrified of the backlash of the players